Hi everyone, welcome back to Farrand on Film. Today we are bringing you a review of Lyle, Crocodile, because if you've not figured out, it's October half term, which means that we did our sort of, I was going to say annual trip, it's not an annual trip, we did our half term trip to go on to the cinema and to go and watch a film. And we went to go and see Lyle, Crocodile.
Because I picked it.
Well, to be honest, it's really the only kids' film that's out.
I know.
There's not much.
Films and I love the film.
Well, hang on. So, if you're unaware, Lyle, Crocodile is a film that's based on the book of the same name, which is written by a guy called Bernard Weber. Now, I was hoping that we'd have the book to show you, because we went into a shop afterwards, didn't we? But they didn't have it. They apparently they'd sold out of it or whatever. They just didn't have it.
Maybe I think that the people that watched Lyle Crocodile before and they got their books.
So all of them went to go buy the book.
Yeah, and we went before them. So
after them.
Yeah, after them. So then we didn't get them.
So we missed out.
Yeah, we missed the book.
Well, I ordered you a copy, didn't I?
Yeah.
So one's going to come at some point. So
yeah.
To sort of set the story up, so Hector, who is played by Javier Bardem, which for my film study students is Silver, is the villain from James Bond and Skyfall. Very, very different role for Javier Bardem. He's all singing, he's all dancing. I didn't realise he could sing. And he tries to do a magic trick with some birds, and then someone says to him, "Get rid of the birds." And he goes into a shop and he hears someone singing, and he lifts up all the cages.
Yeah.
And who does he see?
Lyle.
He sees Lyle the crocodile, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he hears Lyle sing, and it's really, 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 really good. And
that's Nana. It's all right. Go on.
That's it.
It's fine. So he's a really good singer.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's only little, isn't he, at this point? So what they do is they take him back to his house and they sing a lot of songs and they learn a dance move. Yeah. But then when they go to perform on a big show, and Hector isn't the best because he's spent a lot of money and he doesn't have a lot of money left over.
And
so they go to the show and he's doing it, and when it gets to Lyle's turn to sing, he doesn't sing, does he?
Because he's really scared and he tried to sing, but the other people that were watching him, they laughed and they went and they didn't watch it.
They all laughed, didn't they? And they all left.
Yeah.
They're all mean.
And I was saying, poor Lyle.
Poor Lyle. So then Hector then disappears. He says he needs to go on the road, he needs to go and earn a bit of money, and he leaves Lyle in the attic of the house that he was living in. So
and
then
Lyle is so cute. If you watch this film, it's so cute.
Very nice. Then we end up 18 months later, the Prim family move in. So they're played by Constance Wu, Scoot McNairy. Yeah. I don't know the boy's name, the
Josh.
actor. He plays a boy called Josh, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now they move in, and slowly but surely, they all realise that they're also sharing a house with this singing crocodile.
And when Josh sees Lyle, Josh screams and he's shocked. And then I think it's like saying, "Oh my God, where did this crocodile come from?"
Probably, because he goes up into the attic and he thinks it's like a fake crocodile. He thinks it's like a statue, but then he goes up again, doesn't he? And Lyle's out of his box.
And he thinks like it's like a teddy bear, but it's not. It's real.
And so, like, the dad struggles a little bit with his job. The dad's a maths teacher, and he's struggling to control a class that are a little bit crazy. The mum's a cook, and she has a lot of different cookbooks, but she's sort of trying to be a bit of a snood, and she's saying you can't have sugar and you can't have all that kind of stuff. And then Josh is a little bit nervous himself. So what Lyle sort of teaches them to do, as any good kids film does, is you've got to overcome these things. You've got to live your life and all that kind of stuff. And then slowly but surely, Hector turns back up again.
Yeah.
He says, I've been on the road. I've done all this kind of stuff. Come on, Lyle. We're going to get singing again.
Yeah, but then...
Well, hang on.
Did Lyle sing?
Why did you... I mean, if you're someone who knows how kids' films go, I'm assuming you can guess what happens in the last 10 minutes of this film. But it all sort of builds to this sort of final performance. And will Lyle sing or will he not sing? Don't say anything.
I don't know.
Right? Now, I was surprised because I knew that Shawn Mendes, who was a singer, was doing the voice of Lyle. Okay. Yes. And I knew that there was at least one song in it because obviously he's the singing crocodile.
Yeah, but I thought there was only one, but there's not.
There's a lot of songs in this film.
Yeah, and I wanted to get them songs, so
it's like a musical, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a theatre, but we went to the theatre to watch.
We went to the cinema, didn't we? Instead. And so I think there's a lot of songs in it.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching you as you were watching this film. Now, this morning, me and Mum had a conversation with you, didn't we? Because I can tell when you get bored in the cinema because you like to go for a wee a lot. Yeah. And you just kind of go, oh, I kind of go to the toilet. Right. You only went once during this film.
One.
You lasted about an hour and 15 minutes before you needed to go to the toilet, which I was very surprised at. And that told me that you liked this film.
Yes.
Now, before I want to talk about something else, first, I want to ask you what you thought about this film. Okay? Now, we always do this, and you always irritate me by doing this, but out of 10, how much are you going to give Lyle Crocodile?
10 out of 10.
Now, to be fair, I don't agree with 10 out of 10, but I'd give it 8 out of 10 because it surprised me. It was much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit naff, if I'm honest, but it is a pretty good film. You know, there's some solid performances in there. There's an opening sequence which is full of exposition, which I'm going to steal for my screenwriting coursework and show the kids because it's pretty much like, oh, you're a chef, I love your cookbooks. And it's all very much on the nose and all that kind of stuff. But it got me thinking, okay? And it got me thinking about how you really like Clifford the Big Red Dog. You like that film. And you really like Lyle Crocodile.
I really like.
And it's basically, you like films about people, families, who end up, you've lost the cushion already, who have a sort of weird pet, or like there's some sort of different animal that you wouldn't expect in there. So I thought of a film that I think me and you should watch.
Yeah, but wait, before you show this film, I need to say something. So, what I think about Clifford the Big Red Dog and Lyle Crocodile,
right?
Them two pets. Well, I was thinking that Clifford and Lyle Crocodile, they might,
I thought you thought about this.
They are bigger than each other.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Rubes. Right. So, because you like a film like Clifford and because you like a film like Lyle Crocodile, I thought, I bet she'll like this. So, I dug out from downstairs and you're like, Dad, what film are you getting? Dad, what film are you getting? I think you'll like Pete's Dragon. Pete? Right? So, this is a film about a boy called Pete who has a pet dragon. Right? Now, admittedly, this is the remake. Okay? The original was Pete's Dragon was illustrated as like a cartoon, but in this is more CGI. Okay, so I'm sure everyone's aware of what it is. Robert Redford's in it and everything. So I watched this with you when you were, think about 2 months old or 1 month old. You don't remember this because you were tiny. You do not remember, right? Never mind 3, right? So I think we should watch it again because I think actually you'd really like it, and it's a good remake as well. So, should we give Pete's Dragon a go at some point?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
No.
No, you're just going to watch something stupid again. Like Hocus Pocus 2, which is Bob. Right. It is. So, that's it. What I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to stitch something on which might get me in trouble on YouTube and might get me in trouble on other places because I sneakily recorded it in the cinema when Ruby was reacting to the end of the film.
Yes.
So I suppose there's a bit of a spoiler in it. So if you are watching Lyle, Crocodile, just don't watch the last little bit after we say bye. And then I'll stitch this video on because it's pretty cute. For once, you can be pretty cute sometimes, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's it from us. We're probably not going to watch anything else this half term because tomorrow you're going to Auntie Tasha's.
Yep. And she has her children.
You don't need to know the family tree. It's okay.
Which is my cousins.
Yeah.
Harper's 6. One's called Harper. One's called Emily. Emily's 5. And Harper's 6. And I'm 6. Emily's
6 soon. Emily's 6 in December.
Yeah.
Right. What was I saying? Anyway, and then Friday we're going out, aren't we? So we're not. Yeah. So this will be the only film that we do this half term. Well, hang on. Right. So, thank you very much for watching. If you want to go and watch any more of Ruby's reviews, so she's done Harry Potter, she's done Zombies, she did Minions, Sonic the Hedgehog, and then we did that massive one that had Hook, Wallace and Gromit, DC League of Super Pets, and Scooby-Doo in it.
Scooby-Doo, yes.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
you can go and watch the video from Ruby's trip to Harry Potter Land when we went to the world of Harry Potter.
Yes. On my birthday when I was turning 6.
Yeah. If you want to go and visit the sponsor off World Tees and use the code Farrand, that's FARRAND for 15% off your order. Well, stay safe, look after each other. We'll see you next time. Ruby's got something she wants to say.
The theatre.
Cinema or theatre?
Theatre.
Yeah.
The Crocodile.
So cinema.
Cinema, and you watch my Crocodile. It's absolutely amazing. You should go and watch that.
Put that on the poster, people. It's absolutely amazing, and you should go watch that. Ruby, age 6. There's your DVD cover. There's your poster.
And I'm just reminding you that you should go and watch it.
Yes.
Amazing. You love it.
Oh, actually, I know which one we might do next. You want to go watch Matilda, don't you?
No.
Right, so maybe we'll do
Madeline.
Matilda. What? You always say Madeline, and it's not. It's Matilda. Right. Bye. Are you saying anything?
Love you, Mama Goodbye.
Bye.
Buddy, you were all it took. So take a look at us. You have to show them.